The fate of thousands of students hangs in the balance now as the face-off continues between Delhi University and the UGC, the University Grants Commission, over the 4-year undergraduate program. The news that's just coming in is that the HRD Minister Smriti Irani has called for a meeting with UGC officials today. This even as most principals of colleges say a concrete decision is expected within the next couple of hours. The UGC, as we know, ordered all Delhi University colleges to conduct admissions under the 3-year undergraduate course and not under that controversial 4-year system. The UGC had warned the contravention of this order could lead to serious action, including withdrawal of grant facilities. But will this delay the admission process into Delhi University this year? Well, St. Stephen's says it will defer admissions for the moment. Others like SRCC expecting to be able to declare their cutoffs by tomorrow is what we understand. Joining us is Meenakshi Upreti. She's at the North Campus of Delhi University. Also with us is Shubhajit Sengupta, who's getting us more details of what the minister now plans to do. Meenakshi, a quick word from the campus itself. What do students have to say, especially those awaiting for admissions this year?
Well, absolutely, Ananya. It's a harrowing time for the students, as you can imagine, especially for those who are seeking to get admission in the Delhi University this year, with the UGC asking the Delhi University to comply with its order and go back to 3-year. The cutoff date is expected to come out tomorrow, and that, there's a lot of confusion if that will be deferred or not. In fact, Delhi University principals are also waiting for a clarity from the Vice Chancellor's office, who hasn't spoken about it as yet. But talking about the students, let's ask them what they have to say about it. What do you think? What do you think about this UGC's decision that Delhi University should go back to the 3-year course?
We welcome the decision of the UGC. This should have come much earlier, at least 1 year before, because the future of around 54,000 students are at stake. 4-year undergraduate program is the gross violation of national education policy 10+2+3. This is going to increase the inequality within the university and outside the university, among the regional universities and the central universities.
Right. You think it's a violation of the national policy, but what about other students? I have another student with me who has completed first year in FYUP. आपने 1 साल पढ़ लिया है FYUP. आप इनके साथ नहीं हैं. आप चाहते हैं कि FYUP कंटिन्यू रहे. ऐसा क्यों?
देखिए, FYUP इसलिए कंटिन्यू रहे क्योंकि कट ऑफ बिल्कुल नज़दीक हमारी आज कट ऑफ डिक्लेयर होनी है कॉलेजों की। तो अगर आप आज बच्चों को जो 54,000 बच्चे कट ऑफ का वेट कर रहे हैं, 54,000 नहीं 4 लाख फॉर्म इस बार दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी ने 4 लाख फॉर्म दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी ने बेचे हैं, तो 54,000 बच्चे एडमिशन के लिए उत्सुक हैं कि हमारा एडमिशन कल हो जाएगा। तो अब वीसी के साथ दबाव डाले, यूजीएस वाले पूरा दबाव डाले, कट ऑफ कल नहीं आएगी क्योंकि एक वीक के लिए फिर रोका जाएगा। 54,000 बच्चे दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के हर कोने से बच्चा आया हुआ है जो 1-1 लाख रुपए पर ईयर खर्च करेगा। अगर उसके लिए एक वीक और बढ़ा रहे हो आप, जिसके एडमिशन नहीं हुआ है वो बिल्कुल अपने जो 20-25 हज़ार रुपये खर्च करके जाएगा, वो बिल्कुल एक कोने में एक खाते में गिर जाएगा। तो हम चाहते हैं कि आज जो नियम है वो निकल जाना चाहिए। 4-year डिग्री अगले साल से सोचना चाहिए इसके बारे में क्या होगा, क्योंकि 4-year डिग्री रहनी चाहिए इस बात
You think it should stay for 1 year, but what about you? You were saying that this should go even if it may cause some inconvenience to the students as of now.
Yes, as of now the student will face inconvenience because of the in the 4-year they are in the blood situation, whether they have to take 4-year or 3-year. They have to follow the UGC or they what about the Delhi University administrative, and most of the students from our side like the 4 years should be removed, should be rolled back, because this will increase the disparity among the university, and this make the financial burden to the student, because they have to expend one more years apart in completing the graduation in honors degree.
Right. So we just heard it from the students. Contradictory voice really coming from the Delhi University. Some students welcoming the decision, wanting the FYUP to be scrapped, but most of them really uncertain about how the admission process will span out. Will the cutoff list be able to come tomorrow or not?
Right. Meenakshi, stay with us because Shubhajit Sengupta is getting us details of a meeting that's been called now by the HRD Minister Smriti Irani. Shubhajit?
Yes, the fact is that the HRD ministry is holding a meeting, but more importantly, they're also expecting a resolution coming in. Some kind of a consensus will be reached between the DU administration as well as the UGC. Right now, they had come down to the lowest level of trust when we saw UGC being asked to reconsider its decision, and UGC in return writing a letter not to the VC but all the principals of the college, asking them to take admission only under the 3-year program. Now the principals are hoping that some sort of a resolution would be reached, even as the education secretary and the other members of the UGC are meeting the HRD ministry, and some kind of a resolution is expected in later half of the day as of now, because the executive committee meeting of DU has been called off. However, hectic behind the scene parleys are going on at this point of time, and the principals are hopeful that within today some kind of a consensus would be reached.
All right, Shubhajit and Meenakshi, thanks to both of you for getting us that quick update on the latest situation. What happens to those waiting for admissions this year is the big question. We've been getting a variety of reactions. Listen in first to the teachers themselves.
The UGC has written to the Delhi University's principals and not to the Vice Chancellor. Can something be read into that?
Well, they have first written to the Vice Chancellor, but the Vice Chancellor went ahead and did not respond to that and went ahead saying that he intends to take admissions into FYUP. After that, they sent an order saying that this course has to be cancelled. But the Vice Chancellor, even after that, through the Academic Council, said that the UGC should reconsider. So that is why, because there's very little time left, admissions start after 2 days. The UGC had to intervene with the colleges. I'm glad that they've sent a direct letter.
Many students had enrolled for 4-year program last year. What happens to them now?
What we are suggesting is that the next two, second year, third year and fourth year, whatever Discipline 1 and Discipline 2 courses are left should be adjusted in the second and third year, and the fourth year should be optional.
The UGC has asked Delhi University to go back to 3 years. No clear directive from the Delhi University. What happens now?
Yeah, the problem of this confusion and uncertainty that faces students I believe, is because of the completely intransigence of the Vice Chancellor of this university, who has reduced the Academic Council to a rubber stamp, has cancelled through the Executive Council. A quick decision should be taken on it, because I believe these are substandard courses brought in without the due process, and is against the national pattern, which is going to create a whole lot of problem for the students.